So Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar Johnson brew up a new beef in a vicious war of words. Tokyo is now banning all athletes from representing Black Lives Matter in the 2021 Olympics. And literally every single person on the internet thinks they're going to be the next millionaire as Dogecoin cryptocurrency skyrockets to the moon this week. Right now on the Kalibur Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we head first over to Tokyo, where the upcoming Tokyo Olympic athletes will not be allowed to wear Black Lives Matter apparel at game ceremonies this summer. The International Olympic Committee has reaffirmed its decision to ban any sort of political, social, and ideological protest at the upcoming Tokyo Games. That means taking a knee, raising a fist, or wearing apparel that says Black Lives Matter will not be permitted, and athletes will face punishment if they break the rules.
The committee has ruled that athletes will not be allowed to wear Black Lives Matter apparel during the games. Previously, the IOC said it would consider punishing any athletes involved in protests or demonstrations during the ceremonies or on the podium. And now clothing featuring slogans like Black Lives Matter are off limits as well.
It seems so absurd that they're doing this. Your reaction?
I'm outraged as well. You know, I understand that people think of sports as a place to escape. They want to get away from the politics and, you know, all the things happening in life. But the truth is, minorities, Black people, marginalized people don't get to escape their reality. They don't get to escape their Blackness. And so I think it's unfair for the Olympic Committee ask athletes to separate the two. They should be given that opportunity.
In terms of individual messaging, which I believe you're asking, they made it very clear that they had the ability to do that, and they still wanted to do that through press conferences, media, and social media platforms. And then also look at sharing their individual messages outside of games time, between games.
Now, I just want to know, isn't it ironic that just a few weeks ago, everybody and their mama was outside protesting and begging for the world to stop Asian hate? But isn't it also even further ironic that an Asian committee has turned around and literally banned our athletes from pretty much saying, stop Black hate? If not keeping the same energy and not having your back was a person, it would probably look like this Olympic committee. Now, in this week's viral video, a woman allegedly set fire to her home with a person inside, then sat on a lawn chair and literally watched.
She looks like she's relaxing in a lawn chair with a good book. But authorities say she actually just torched her own home, then sat in the chair to watch it go up in flames. The shocking video starts with the woman having an argument on her front porch. Next thing you know, the house they all live in is on fire. And there's the accused arsonist relaxing in the lawn chair.
She's sitting there just chilling, watching the house go up in flames. Get out of the house! It's on fire!
A bystander runs to help a resident as she climbs out a window.
Hurry!
Fire crews rush to the scene.
That whole roof just fell.
47-year-old Gail Metwally was taken into custody.
This lady done took what Angela Bassett did and Waiting to Exhale to a whole new level. How much y'all want to bet that the unnamed person she trapped inside was her husband? The way we saw her sitting in that lawn chair watching the fire just looks like a woman who is fed up and tired of putting up with her man's BS. And as of right now, no news outlet has confirmed the identity of the unnamed person, but it's giving cheating ex-boyfriend to me. But let this be a lesson that you never know what people are going through, and to recognize the red flags. And when people show you a glimpse of who they really are, believe them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the woke-tep YouTubian wars has begun as Dr. Umar Johnson calls out Kevin Samuels. Social media was in a frenzy after videos surfaced of Dr. Umar and Kevin Samuels engaged in a bit of respectability beef. Dr. Umar went on Instagram Live to air out his transgressions.
I'm going to speak power and strength into our beautiful African sisters. That's right. I'm going to build you up. I think I've counted 12 different YouTubian beta male wannabe life coaches that are out there slandering black women, attacking black women, degrading black women. I count about a dozen. I'm going to call them the dirty dozen of division. Trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable.
Right? You mean Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who has 2 children by 2 different women that he never married? Dr. Umar Johnson, the guy that for the last 10 years has not built brick one of a school he's collected money from. Dr. Umar, hold on, ma'am. Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who calls you queen, mother, goddess, and all this other kind of stuff. And again, for those who are keeping score, this is another woman who comes on and says, talk to us more like Umar. The Prince of Pan-African. Big Papa's in the house. Run my donations. I mean, shout out to Umar. I ain't got no problem with the dude, but I think it's funny y'all keep coming over here asking everybody to talk like Umar. Queen Mother God and Cocoa Butter and Sea Moss Gold and shit.
And now, let's hear from our audience and see exactly what the people have to say about this. You live on the Kalibur show. What's your name?
What's up, man? My name's TJ.
What do you think about the Dr. Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels beef? And do you think a situation like this is helpful or hurting the culture?
Well, first I would like to say I got a lot of respect for Dr. Umar. But Kevin is actually telling the truth when it comes to these women that have unrealistic expectations of guys. And, you know, you can have a hard-working guy like me. I'm out here working hard, but they won't look at me because I don't make as much as them. You know what I'm saying? And I got all my stuff together and everything. It's just kind of crazy out here, man, how a lot of these women think. I think he should keep it real. What man don't want a woman that don't need him? They talking about I'm independent, I don't need a man and all this other stuff. Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Don't no man want to be with a woman that don't need him. That's crazy.
All right. I appreciate you sounding off on this topic, man, and adding to the conversation.
All right, keep doing what you do, man.
You're live on the Kalibur show. What's your name?
Hey.
We want to know and we want to hear from the people if you believe that this narrative, that this whole dialogue is actually helpful or hurting our culture.
I actually feel both ways. But the thing is, both of them, I feel like they're not getting the woman's perspective enough. Like, I feel like both of them aren't really listening to the woman's side enough. Because, you know, it always comes down to mad black woman. If you speak too loud, oh, you're a mad black woman. If you're too opinionated, you're a mad black woman. It's not being mad. It's like, can we be heard for one? Can we not just be the backbone, and can we not just be the foundation, but can we actually be a front runner along with men? Why do we have that?
Oh, that's strong right there. That's strong right there. Well, thank you for calling up. We definitely appreciate, you know, your input and you speaking out on this situation. And God bless and good night. But seriously, we hope these two gentlemen can find some common ground, although it seems like both sides are sticking firmly on their positions. But before we go, make sure you hit that like button. Follow me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Who Is Kalibur. And subscribe so that you never miss a new video from me. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and do great things on purpose. Let's get it.